brother!
And welcome everyone to the most hardcore, difficult, ultimate cozy quiz ever.
I like how you did that there. You kind of built it up as if it was going to be kind of intense, but then it turns out it's going to be like a...
It's going to be like a...
Nice Hugo vibes, like a campfire.
Like a squashy armchair.
Slightly caramelized marshmallows.
Yes. You know what? Someone recently pitched, maybe it was you, the idea of using a fishing pole to roast marshmallows instead of a stick.
Not only did I pitch it, I bought one.
You bought one?
I did. It's at my house right now. I can't wait to use it.
Me neither.
I've seen those ones before too, and you like lift it and it like flips them or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, those are fun.
People are... Yes.
Endlessly clever, It is as cozy, it's the coziest thing you could possibly think of, shy of this very quiz.
Let's go.
Without any further ado, grab your pillows. It's time. Hey, brother! In case you guys are new to the Jay versus Ben format, this is how it is going to work. Kangaroo Cat is on the other end of the camera. She is waving at us, but you can't see her, but we can. She's going to be reading us today's. We've done this before, man. She's going to be reading us today's 10 standard quiz questions plus an additional 5 from our Quizmasters over on Patreon. I'm almost out of breath.
Now?
Now you can go, yeah.
Ben and I will have to answer the questions completely from memory, but if we can't, Cat can give us the multiple choice.
If we can't, Cat can.
If we can't, Cat can.
Yeah. Brought to you by Dr. J. Seuss.
That's right, Dr. J. Seuss. There's a link in the description if you want to play along with us from your cozy beanbag chair or something like that. I've been told I'm really into those. I don't really see it, but who knows?
It's a thing.
As everybody knows, Jay is into beanbags.
Yeah, Jay's a big fan of the beanbag chair.
All right, well, we just fumbled all over this introduction, so let's just get into the quiz.
Alrighty, question number 1, and I think you guys will probably get this because you talked about it on your newest podcast, Through the Gryffindor, where Jay and Ben read through Harry Potter chapter by chapter and talk about it together. Go check it out. Alright, question 1. What were the armchairs in the Gryffindor common room often described as?
I mean, we've already said this word.
You already said it
this
today.
Quiz. My goodness.
What a cozy word.
What a cozy
word. It's a great way to start out the cozy quiz.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Squashy.
Squashy.
You know what's funny is that
correct.
if you think of the vegetable squash, it is the opposite of squashy.
It's really not. It's pretty firm vegetable.
Yeah, it's a firm vegetable. It's not like that nice comfy squashiness to it, despite being the literal squashiest thing there is.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Would you have accepted pumpkin-y as an acceptable?
Probably, yeah. I would have taken it.
Gordy?
Gordy?
Yes.
I don't know, I would have taken Gordy. Gordy feels...
Harry plopped down in the Gordesk chairs of the Gryffindor. Yeah, sounds terrible.
The Gordesk.
I don't know that I like that.
Gordesk. Well. Alright, moving on.
Alright, moving on. Question 2. What sweet item did Mrs. Weasley give Harry along with his first Weasley jumper?
What sweet item with his... So think back.
So this would be the first Christmas at Hogwarts for Harry.
What singular sweet item?
Yeah.
I hope this is right.
This seems incorrect.
I feel also as though I'm incorrect.
I don't think this is right, what I wrote down right here, because it's a single item?
I mean, it's like a box of a thing.
A box of a thing is different than okay.
I mean, but it's all one thing. It's
Right.
not like an assortment of many treats.
Yeah, it's not like a gift basket.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Gift
I
basket.
feel a little better.
Yeah.
Molly sent Ron a jumper and Harry a
One singular peppermint.
an overflowing basket of goods. All right, ready?
Dude, I love a gift basket.
Yeah?
Me too.
I remember that for your birthday this year.
Okay, great, yeah.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Chocolate frogs.
I said trickle tart.
It is neither. It is homemade fudge.
I almost put homemade fudge.
Homemade Cornelius.
Homemade Cornelius.
Man. I don't know why they didn't write it like that.
I don't know.
Are we supposed to be under the
Ridiculous.
impression that fudge is intended to be comfy, cozy?
Yeah, right? Yeah. What is this? What? Who's sitting down with a dense, heavy, sticky?
Fudge is like one of those things that I love the idea of it. And if you go to a fudgery and you're just being wafted with all those scents, but like what they should really do is just drop a wick in the middle of it, make it a candle, you know?
Yeah.
And then you can enjoy the delicious scent Because that's probably what you really like. Because eating fudge just quickly is too much.
It's too much.
It's like too much. You gotta savor it, you know?
The sample size for fudge is probably almost about to exceed how much fudge you should consume.
How many calories do you think are in a cube of fudge?
Do you think there are more or less calories in a cube of fudge than cheese?
More.
More.
Yeah.
Like then the same size cube of cheese?
The same size.
Yeah, more,
cube
I
for
would
cube.
say.
Yeah.
Because of the sugar?
More calories per cubic cheese.
Per cubic inch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because of the sugar and probably, I don't know what else is in fudge. Butter?
Likely.
Chocolate? Chocolate doesn't seem like it innately has a lot of calories.
But cheese is like dairy, just like it's like if you, what is the term for putting something into a pan and making it dilute itself down to a thicker substance?
Curdling?
No,
No.
it's reducing. I think it's just reducing.
It's a reduction.
Yes, cheese is just dairy reduction.
It's just dairy reduction.
It's dairy reduction.
Well, I don't know what fudge is. I don't even know how I would start.
Well,
What is fudge made of, people? Is it like it
Probably
feels like it just appears on the
sugar, butter,
elemental
flour.
table of sweets. It's like a base element.
Yeah.
You're just eating raw fudge.
if you dig
You
deep
can
enough-
harvest it.
Right, yeah, you can find like seams of fudge.
Right, this is where Willy Wonka built his like factory. It's just on a fudge river.
Right. Okay.
Hot fudge.
Hot fudge. Don't
Yeah.
fall in. And now it is time for the first Quizmaster question of the game. This question was submitted by Pokemonster and Nikki and voted on by patrons. We had a lot of questions that revolved around this particular thing, but I chose this one. Well, the
Okay.
patrons chose this one. Select all that apply. What kinds of potatoes were present at the Christmas feast in Harry's first year? A. Roast potatoes. B. Baked potatoes. C. Mashed potatoes. D. Boiled potatoes. And E. Potatoes au gratin.
Well, okay, I'm going with that.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I said ABC.
I said ABC 2.
It is A and D.
and D.
Just A and D.
Are you
Boiled?
joking?
I
what
am
kind
not.
of Hogwarts feast is baked potato-less?
I don't know. It just said.
Answer
I did
none.
look this up too. I was like, that doesn't feel right. That feels like there should be a baked potato there.
Boiled potato.
But it was not. It was
What is
roasted
this,
boiled.
Gollum cooking?
I feel like we've made it's been such a gag. And as much Harry
I
loves a
know.
good old. I was like baked potato
Baked
for
potato,
sure.
duh.
sure.
Even before you started telling us, I was like, baked,
Yeah.
mashed.
Yeah. Yep.
Nope, just roast and boiled for the Christmas feast. I'm pretty sure there's baked potatoes at other feasts though.
I feel like boiled potatoes are just not quite yet like
Mashed
underprepared
potatoes.
mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Like boiled potatoes, I would put in the same column as boiled hot dogs.
Ugh.
The
Like,
inferior methodology of.
Wait, is that to say that
Yeah.
they're almost mashed hot dogs?
Ew.
Here you go.
No, I really don't
It's
like that.
almost
I don't know.
spam.
I'm not sure we can introduce mashed hot dogs into a cozy quiz.
I was about to say that does not feel cozy
People
even a little
have just
bit.
exited their beanbag chairs.
I
Sorry,
almost did.
But just, boiled potatoes are not as cozy as either baked or mashed potatoes.
Agree.
That is fair. But
Or
a
au
Christmas.
gratin, for that matter,
That's
but that
fair.
wasn't on here.
Yeah, it was.
Probably what do you think is the least cozy potato besides raw?
I was gonna say
potatoes.
raw.
Spiked?
Yeah, like a potato with a bunch of nails hammered through it.
That is very yeah. Okay,
That
wins.
is one potato I personally would not eat.
Same here. Same here. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Alright. Question 4. What did Hagrid use to make his visitors cups of hot, strong tea?
What did
What
he
did he
use?
use?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
I'm
did he
looking for
use?
like an item and the material that it's made with.
Oh.
Maybe?
I think that's it. My handwriting's so bad, man.
Hopefully this is right.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
A copper kettle.
A copper kettle.
It is a copper kettle.
Copper kettle.
That is correct.
I drew a picture. You didn't know.
It's very pretty. I
no,
like it.
Well, I could try and draw a copper kettle.
Do it.
It's hard to get the copper part of it, but
Just have to use your imagination.
do some like indents, where it's like kind of banged in.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Like,
It's a good looking kettle.
What do you guys think?
wow, beautiful.
Copper.
Truly glorious.
Yeah.
I like the downspout.
Yeah, for pouring.
Yeah. For pouring.
My daughter Addison has started requesting water directly from the detachable hose in the sink. And so I'll literally hold her over the sink and she'll just go,
It's like a cat.
That's amazing.
Have you all seen the videos of the cats where it's like they're drinking water from the faucet, but like their head is the thing that's under the water, not the tongue, but their tongue is still going as if it's trying to drink the water that's not falling on it?
I have not seen that because I exclusively subscribe to dog videos.
That's fair.
But yeah, I can imagine it. I can picture it in my brain's eye.
So they're just getting like a shower, basically.
Basically, but it wants the water, but it's not getting the water, but it thinks it's getting the water.
Do cats
it's a
not
cat.
famously dislike water?
Typically, yeah. That's why it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because it's true.
Funny because it's true. Question 5. Which Weasley brother nearly broke a tooth on a silver sickle embedded in a slice of Christmas pudding during a Hogwarts meal?
Nothing cozy about teeth damage
at all. Tooth damage?
I guess
This
it's
is-
the feast part of it that's cozy, I guess. I don't know.
Which Weasley?
It is a I don't know why they didn't say it. It is the Christmas feast that this happens in. The same one as the potatoes.
Okay.
Okay. I got it, I think. Well, who knows?
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I said Percy.
I said
hopefully.
Percy.
It is Percy.
Yeah!
That is correct. Good
Hopefully, 'cause this one
job.
it feels like the sort of thing that would happen to It's like funny if it happens to Percy. It's like less funny if it happens to Ron or Fred or George.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Percy feels like
what a nerd.
he totally had it coming.
Yeah. I wonder if this is another like magic or British thing where it's like, you know how like in New Orleans for Mardi Gras they do like the king cake with the baby in it. I wonder if it's like the Christmas cake has the silver sickle in it or whatever. You know?
Like, is this just a traditional thing or is it a wizardy thing?
Yeah, exactly.
I once, when we were kids, Mom made the like cinnamon buns that came, like in like the tube
In
or
the
whatever,
tube,
the
yeah.
crack on the sides, like pops. And the one on the very end had the lid from the icing like stuck to the bottom.
Oh,
of the
no.
thing. So like I like picked it
Just
up
like
and I was
baked
like
around it.
I like bit into it and I swear it flattened my canines.
Oh man.
Because you just never, it's like when you bite your tongue and you're like, oh my gosh, I bite so much harder than I think I do.
Right, yeah.
It's like, oh.
Your mouth was never the same.
Never the same.
You know what? In Name of the Wind, Chronicler has some talents baked into some very stale bread.
He does. He does indeed.
It's a good way to avoid robbery.
Right.
There you go. So
Apparently.
smart. Apparently.
I knew you guys would want a few bits of Name of the Wind trivia.
Yes,
always,
of course.
always. Oh, and this is the second Quizmaster question of the game.
Well.
This question was submitted by Lydia and voted on by patrons. What did Madame Pomfrey compliment that made Dumbledore blush so much?
I think that's it.
Okay, I think this is it too.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
His new earmuffs.
Yeah!
Correct.
This is like a chapter 1 question.
I know, I was about to say, y'all literally just read this.
I'm like, wait a minute. I was trying to think of like, doesn't he get like a bonnet, a flowered bonnet or something and put it on? Like, I'm in such a Christmas feast mode now.
Yeah.
I think it's like when, McGonagall's like complimenting him or something about being the greatest wizard or whatever, and he's like, oh, I haven't blushed so much since Madame Pomfrey complimented my new earmuffs.
Yes, exactly
or something
right.
like that.
If you'd like to hear us discuss the first chapter of Harry Potter in extreme detail, I'd recommend our brand new podcast, Through the Gryffindor, coming out every Sunday, a chapter by chapter read through and breakdown. That doesn't mean we're reading it. A lot of people seem to think that we're going to be reading the book.
That is true.
That has been commented so many times.
I don't know what we said. It's more like book club.
I don't know if people know how copyright works.
Yeah, that would not be legal.
Right.
So
We're not allowed to
do that.
So it's not us reading the book to you.
Yeah.
We just will have read the book and then we will talk about that chapter.
About it. There you go. Question 7. How many fried eggs were put on Harry's plate during his first breakfast at the Burrow? I wrote late, so that almost threw me off a little bit.
How many eggs?
How many fried eggs were put on his
It feels
plate?
like it's got to be like a comical amount to where you'd be like, well, that would be... Yeah, but what's a normal amount of fried eggs to put on someone's plate? 2 to 3.
Yeah.
1 to 3.
I feel like a 2-egg breakfast is like a something you could order at a restaurant.
Right,
it's like 2 eggs with like a protein of some sort, like bacon sausage, chorizo, something like that, and then like maybe some toast. A little cup of fruit.
A little chorizo.
Man, I'm getting cozy just thinking about this
I know,
breakfast.
jeez, man.
I love
well,
chorizo.
I'm gonna go with this amount.
Okay, I went with this amount.
Okay, ready? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
5?
I said 3.
It's 3.
Yay!
That is not a comical amount.
I didn't say it was a comical amount. You
No,
did.
but what is cozy about 3 eggs?
I think it's the eating.
What is this?
I think it's the
don't
eating
know.
of the breakfast at the burrow is the cozy part.
That the question is specifically about the number of eggs. And let me tell you what's cozier than 3 eggs. 5.
I feel like this is almost like a scale. Like, how cozy would you regard 1 egg on a scale of 1 to 5? How cozy would you regard 2 eggs on a scale of 1 to 5? How about 5 eggs on a scale of 1 to 5?
I would rate that my tummy hurts.
Yeah, 5 feels like an uncomfortable.
But Harry's coming from the Dursleys
know,
where
that's
they've
true.
been literally starving him, okay? And like Mrs.
Basically,
Weasley famously tries to feed Harry lots of food, so 3? Come on.
Yeah.
Question 8. Where did Harry first drink a foaming tankard of delicious warm butterbeer?
Where did Harry? Where? I mean, this has got to be.
Where could Harry have had his cup?
I would say this does not seem like a trick question.
Okay.
And then I can't remember anywhere else that he has had butterbeer. I'm sure he has, but...
You know, every time I want butterbeer, I'm like, well, I should go get some cream soda. But cream soda is similar to fudge in that it is just simply
It's
too
much.
sweet.
Yeah.
So what you need is almost like dilutified butterbeer that has like some warmth to it, maybe, and more foam, possibly.
Maybe.
Standing foam.
Yeah, whenever I get the butterbeer down in Orlando.
Oh yeah, another place.
Yeah. I'm always like, it's like I'm there, so I have to get it. But then I'm like, this is kind of sweet. It's a little on the sweet side. It's a little
on the sweet side.
on the sweet side. I'll have another, please.
This time frozen.
This time frozen.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3
Said
brooms.
the 3 broomsticks.
It is the 3 broomsticks.
Parentheses, not as cozy as the 5 broomsticks.
Not as cozy as the 5 broomsticks. That's pretty good.
That is pretty
Just
good.
saying. No.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I think where else does he have it? I guess Lupin gives him a bottle.
Yeah. I mean,
As if
the
he's, like,
other
breaking the-
options
He's
are...
like so presumptuous about it. He's like, you won't have had this before. And it's like, how do you know Harry hasn't had butterbeer before? Why couldn't you just gotten into like Diagon Alley or something?
Could have.
Why couldn't Fred or George brought some back?
They almost certainly could have and would have and did.
It's almost surprisingly didn't, considering how many Quidditch games they've won between then and then.
True.
Yeah.
Then and then.
Well, Harry frequently has to go to the hospital winning after Quidditch, so maybe he's just missing out.
Right, yeah, he's just missing out on these parties. Like, sorry, Harry, enjoy your Skelligrove. We're gonna go drink butterbeer.
Man, all this talk of butterbeer, though, I mean, I gotta.
Wait, are you going on a beer run?
I'm willing. Not no.
Oh, man.
Oh, hey, everybody, and welcome to the Scenic Route for our brand new podcast, Through the Gryffindor. But I'm not here to talk about that. Oh, wait, I'm actually not. Sorry, hang on. But no, instead, today's Cozy Vibes are brought to you by Carlin Brothers Mercantile, a brand that Jay and I are so very proud of and hope can be a source of comfort for you this cozy season. Because not only are we a coffee company, but we also have a wonderful eclectic selection of candles to choose from as well, just like this Stroke of Midnight candle here, which will kind of bring you those spooky vibes, but the pumpkin scent is also just so very calming. And perhaps equally as enticing are our various chocolate treats, which are now back in stock just in time for cooler weather and again, those good, comfy, cozy vibes. My personal favorite is going to be the emergency slab of chocolate, which has got chocolate and raspberry notes. We also have a Kyber candy, which is sort of like half dark, half light, so inspired. And then there's also, of course, one of the most popular, the Pretty Strawbious bar. And I think you can probably guess what's inside of that. The color lilac. Not literally, but like, you can tell it's there. So whatever gets you cozy, whether it's coffee, candles, or candy, they all start with the letter C, and we have them all available over at Carlin Brothers Mercantile. So I invite you to head on over, click around, and look for something that you might like. I bet there's something there for you. Again, Carlin Brothers Mercantile, link in the description down below.
Welcome back to the table, guys. I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, a language learning app, Mondly. But before I even get into the features of the app, I have to tell you just up front how good the deal is. If you go to mondly.app/super right now, you can get lifetime access to the entire app for a one-time payment of $89.99. Like no ongoing subscription, just one single payment. I love that. And it is a genuinely wild deal for an app that gives you access to such language resources. You can learn 41 different languages from a base 33 native languages for a combined total of 1320 different language combinations. So for example, if your mother tongue was Romanian and you wanted to learn English or French or Farsi, you could do that from the app. Their lessons and audio materials are all recorded with native speakers, ensuring authenticity and correct accent formation. Plus, you can immediately start using it to just have conversations with someone in another language because the chatbot in Mondly has speech recognition. Plus, you just know you're in good hands because Mondly has over 110 million users worldwide, where it's also ranked in the top 5 language learning apps and has been winning awards ever since it launched in 2014 on Facebook, Google, and Apple. And personally, I think their hands-free option is like a standout feature because it means you can learn another language while you're like cooking or working out or shopping. So instead of throwing on yet another podcast, you can start to learn Finnish and start finally chipping away at your backlog of Finnish podcasts. Probably. If you're missing out on Finland's top podcast, Kyoto, well, so am I, because I don't speak Finnish. But with Mondly, you could. And seriously, given the price, this is such a no-brainer. Again, it is $89.99 one-time payment for lifetime access. So go to mondly.app/super if you want to check it out today. There's also a link in the description down below. How was it?
Glorious.
Glorious. So good?
I mean, as good as it could ever be.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for bringing me some.
No problem, I forgot.
Alrighty, and now it's time for the third Quizmaster question of the game. This question was submitted by Dola and voted on by patrons. In year 4, Harry, Ron, and Dobby exchanged socks for Christmas. Which of the following is not a color/pattern of a sock involved in the exchange?
Oh, gosh.
Dola!
It's A through D. A is mustard yellow. B is orange with dragons. C is red with broomsticks. And D is green with snitches.
If I had to be a guesser.
If I had to be a guesser.
I'd be rich.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I said B.
I said B as well.
It is B.
Yeah!
Correct. You weren't
I
thrown
knew.
off by the mustard yellow that did not have an accompanying with something. So good job.
Oh, I thought, well, those are the Vernon socks, or the mustard yellow. They're kind of like knobbly, I believe.
Something
They're kind of knobbly.
Knobbly.
Knobly. I believe that they are the socks gifted to one Harry James Potter for his
10th birthday.
10th birthday.
Yeah.
Is
in
it
a coat hanger. Yeah.
In a coat hanger. You're right. Yeah.
Also in chapter 1. Full breakdown available through the Griffin.
I don't think it is chapter 1.
You're right. It's
It would be chapter 2, but that is also available.
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3. That's when Harry's birthday is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Question 10. What was the name of Madame Pomfrey's ear-smoking cold remedy?
Oh, man.
I guess that's cozy.
I don't think it is.
I feel like having a cold isn't cozy, but I guess getting over a cold is nice.
Medicine's so cozy.
It's like there's nothing better than those NyQuil commercials where at the end they're finally getting a good night of sleep and they sort of have that nasally like...
I, for one, personally can't wait after this quiz to go flomp down on a Gordesk chair with 3 eggs and some medicine. Maybe I'll even chip my tooth.
It feels like we've lost the plot a little bit.
Yeah.
Take it up with Wizarding World. They're the ones who wrote the quiz.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Pepper up potion.
Pepper up potion.
It is pepper up potion.
Ba-boom!
Good job.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
It has been nailed.
Are you winning?
Like
I
a
feel like
snake.
you're winning.
He is. It's 7-8.
Don't say it, guys.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Come on.
You'll be fine. It's okay. You can do it.
This is right where this is my like. I would be willing to bet that if we ran the stats on all the Jay versus Bens ever, the last 4 questions are where I just fall off a darn cliff.
We definitely do have some like spreadsheet nerds in our community here. So if any spreadsheet nerds want to go ahead and do that, that'd be great.
I'm sure it has been done. When we were growing up, we had a billiards table in the basement, and my friend Steven would come over frequently and play some 8-ball as well. And anytime it got to the situation where he had but 1 ball left to win, I would just tell him, hey, if you get this in, you'll win right now. And it would work every single time. Like,
that's so genius.
So infuriating.
Yeah. Oh, man. I couldn't believe how often it worked.
Have you just been employing this same trick on me my whole life?
No. This was the only time I was actively doing it to people.
Okay.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Question 11. This is another sock question. What color were the socks Ron gave Dobby to go with his warm Weasley jumper?
What color were the socks?
Yeah.
Ron?
And I will say none of the colors from the Quizmaster question are repeated in the options of this question. If that helps.
Okay. All right. I got it, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I hope so. 1, 2, 3.
Maroon.
Maroon.
It is not maroon. It is violet.
Violet?
Violet.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
Gosh, why does Mrs.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
Such poor colors to wear.
It seems like, yeah, for Ron, it's like, okay, red, I mean, they all have red hair, but it's like, for Ron specifically, it's like red hair, we're gonna go with like maroons, burgundies, violets.
Right.
It's just like, it's like, okay, those colors are just gonna clash.
They just don't match. Meanwhile, Greta and Forge over there got like green ones and blue ones and stuff.
Complementary colors.
Indeed, yeah, right.
And now it's time for the 4th Quizmaster question of the game. This question was submitted by PC and voted on by patrons. How much does a cozy butterbeer cost at the uncozy Hogshead?
Okay, so we're just looking for how much does a cozy butterbeer cost at the not so cozy Hogshead. All right, I'm gonna go with this. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
3 sickles.
I said 2 sickles.
It's 2 sickles.
Oh, man! No way! Cough up, you lot.
Question 13. Which of these food items did Harry and Ron not toast with a fork over the Gryffindor common room fire during their first Christmas at Hogwarts? A through D. A, bread. B, bagels. C, marshmallows. And D, crumpets.
All right, I have a guess.
Excuse me. Sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Bagels.
I said bagels.
It is bagels.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
I feel like the
Ben, I
word
think you can't
bagel would
lose.
stick out like a sore thumb in Harry Potter book.
But occasionally stuff like that, like baked potato, I felt the same way. Like I remember when the first time we ever came across that question in one of these quizzes, it was like, no, the words baked and potato are not next to each other inside of these pages. I am sure of it.
Positive.
/ Harry eats baked potatoes constantly.
The Gryffindors love a baked potato. This is why, this is what always bothers me about the Percy Jackson books. They're just constantly eating things like Oreos and like
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, stop name branding me in the middle of your God book here. Okay, it's taking me right out of it.
Right out of it. Alrighty, question 14. And Ben, I genuinely don't think you can lose because there's no way you don't get this right. As the Weasleys' household listened to Celestina Warbeck around the fire, what song had Molly been reminiscing about? We talk about this in the office a lot.
I hope that I'm not letting you down right now.
I don't think
Kangaroo cat.
I think you're fine.
Is this not, I mean...
You got it.
Okay.
Okay. You feel okay?
I guess so.
You want to go for
I
it?
can't win, so.
1, 2, 3.
Cauldron full of hot, strong love.
Cauldron full of hot, strong love.
Strong love.
Yeah, that's correct.
Cauldron full of hot, strong love. That is, yeah, okay.
I was missing the word full. I just had cauldron of hot, strong love.
That's
Cauldron of hot, strong love.
You knew what it was.
As
It's
long
fine.
as I'm being completely honest with everybody and myself.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you really want me to give you half a point, I'll give you half a point.
Please don't
but-
do it. Please don't do it. I need this.
It's okay.
I need this.
Okay. And now it's time for the 5th and final Quizmaster question of the game. This question was submitted by the one, the only Law Ninja, and voted on by patrons.
Law Ninja, is there any way I could convince you over to Team Law Pirate?
Don't do it, Law Ninja.
Go listen
Don't do
to
it.
last week's episode of the Pop for that reference.
Or last week's episode of Box Breakers. This is a multi-platform campaign
Box
that we're
Breakers
running.
too?
Yeah,
We're gonna have
It's
to
Box
talk-
Breakers and the Pop.
We're gonna have to talk about ninjas versus pirates on Through the Griffin Door.
We
Our
are.
new
There you go.
podcast coming out every Sunday.
People are like, stop.
You guys think we should advertise it in the ad reads for this week?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, what scents perfume the air following dinner in the Borough Garden the night before the Quidditch World Cup?
What scents perfume the garden at the Borough the night before the Quidditch World Cup? How many modifiers are there?
I
a lot.
know. We're getting real specific.
Okay.
Okay. I might need multiple choice.
Okay, sure.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
do it.
fine.
Yeah, why not?
All right, got A, grass and honeysuckle. B, roses and lavender. C, strawberries and summer rain. And D, cinnamon and apples.
You say raspberries and summer rain?
Strawberries and summer rain.
Oh.
But yeah. You were close.
And what was the last one?
Cinnamon and apples. I tell you what, if you like raspberries and strawberries, we've got some chocolate available for you over at CarlinBrothersCoffee.com.
Nailed it.
Mercantile.com.
Wow, look at Kat.
Look at
Look-
Kat.
look at me.
She's just hucking products at you guys today.
Wow, yeah. All right, well, I have a guess. Which doesn't matter because I can't win. This is a tricky question.
Wow, there is something cozy
This
about
is-
summer rain.
Summer rain. I saw a video today for it was called storm therapy
Ooh.
or something.
Oh, I love this.
I know.
Oh, I know
It
what
was
you're talking about,
It was
yeah.
like you sit in like a hot tub-esque looking pool, but it's got like raging water and like thunder clouds, and it's like raining a shower on you. And it was like, whoa! I was like, oh, this looks awesome.
That
would
was
get
like
one of those.
supposed to be a feature at a spa that I went to, but I think it was broken because it was supposed to be thunderstorms and it just kind of dribbled out of the top.
Oh, wow.
with some
Wow.
thunderstorm noises
Here I am
overhead.
to light fog in the thunder. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, and it was cold.
No,
was not-
yeah, I
it was not as
would
pleasant as it
totally
should've been.
do storm therapy.
Yeah, I would
Yeah, it
too.
sounds pretty
I
cool.
would too. I
great.
actually this past summer I was water skiing in a lake in Vermont, and it started absolutely dumping while I was like out in the water, and so
Wow.
like my eyes were just like barely above the surface, and it's just like pouring rain on perfectly flat lake around me, and I was just like, this is the moment.
That's it.
I missed.
I'm alive.
I felt alive.
Yeah.
I did. I felt alive and cozy, despite the fact the water was like 70 degrees,
Wow.
which is chilly.
That was pretty chilly.
yeah.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
I said grass and honeysuckle.
I said grass and honeysuckle.
It is grass and honeysuckle.
Yeah. I know.
Good
Does it,
job.
does it smell like lavender at the Burrow?
They'd be like, oh, that's
Not for a couple of
foreshadowing.
years.
I feel
Nah.
like there is the notes of perfume scent that I think Harry detects in the Burrow
In the sixth book.
in
I
the
think.
6th
Yeah.
book. Yeah, so that's
Flowery smell. Because then he smells it again in Slughorn's office.
exactly.
Yeah,
So that's what
yeah.
I was thinking it was going to be like. But I think it's just flowery perfume, right? Or
Just
flowery
like-
scent.
I've always thought of it as like her shampoo or something. But then I never think of them using shampoo.
Yeah,
But
that's
they
good.
must.
They must.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Or else
Lockhart
they
has,
must.
Like, a hair. Oh!
I knew you were gonna do that.
That's a smell joke.
Kat has spent too much time with us
I
at this
have.
point.
It's okay though. I like it.
All right.
All right, well done. I guess you're super cozy. I guess you win 3 eggs and some medicine.
Hooray!
Enjoy.
Oh, man.
I'll bring you some boiled potatoes if you get hungry.
Thanks. And now we need to give a huge thank you to these patrons who support us over on Patreon.
Yeah, huge shout out to our quiz masters for submitting questions. Pokemonster, Nikki, Lydia, Dola, PC, and Law Ninja.
In the future, if you would like to try to stump Jay and I in an episode of Jay versus Ben, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers and selecting the Quizmasters tier.
There's no way you'll stump us. Don't even try. All right, thanks for subscribing.
Guys, as ever, be sure to let us know how you did in the towel section down below. Did you beat us?
Yeah, and don't forget, I know we mentioned it a few times, but seriously, we did just launch a brand new podcast Through the Gryffindor, chapter by chapter read through of the entire Harry Potter series. It is available wherever pods are cast. We'd love it if you went and gave it a listen and maybe a rating or review or anything like that. You can do so by clicking right over here. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe because the next Jay vs. Ben is going to be a trick or treat.
Ooh. The wheel is coming back.
The wheel of punishment returns.
I can smell the horseradish Oreos from here.
Literally.
Literally, they're in the room right now.
We're about to go record it.
Yeah, it's about to happen. So anyway, be sure to tune in a couple of weeks for that one. Otherwise, until next time, bye!